Welcome to Faith Stories with Dawn DeMarco-Book. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they will see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16.
And welcome to Faith Stories. I'm Dawn DeMarco-Book. What is Faith Stories all about? It's Christians from all walks of life who share their stories of faith, hope, and love. And my prayer is that you would come to know your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, through these stories. Also, how do you spend time with the Lord? Through His Word. So if you need a Bible, please reach out to me at faithstorieswithdawn@gmail.com. Okay, you guys, every week I'm pushing Stacy's book. Stacy lost her life back in September of 2024. This book will help her husband and two teenage daughters to just financially to help them. It's an amazing book. It's about a 16-year-old girl who ran away from home and was trafficked. And it doesn't get into major detail, but it does talk about the child trafficking situation that we have, unfortunately, in this country and the world. You can get it at Amazon or Barnes & Noble. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back with my guest, Rhona Nain Richemond of Dope Vegan. See you in a little bit.
Broughton Garage Door Sales now offers you a difference with the LiftMaster Secure View Ultra Quiet Smart Opener with camera, LED 360-degree lighting, and battery backup. Built-in camera adds video and two-way audio communication to the MyQ app. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage anytime, anywhere from your smartphone. Schedule today at broughton.com.
Just simply call Broughton, we open doors for you.
Tavilla Properties, located at 11471 West Sample Road, Suite 17, located in Coral Springs, Florida, for all your commercial needs. Call Jan at 954-341-1632. That's 954-341-1632, or visit www.tavillaproperties.com. Welcome back to Faith Stories. If you have any prayer requests, please email me at faithstorieswithdawn@gmail.com. That's faithstorieswithdawn@gmail.com. And welcome back. Okay, my guest I met back in July. I can't believe it's been that long, but yeah, we met at a faith conference, and she is an entrepreneur, but God led her to do what she's doing today. So I'm going to bring her on. Rhona. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. And isn't she beautiful? She's such a beautiful woman. So the company name is Dope Vegan.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So how did you start? How did you come up with the idea? How did God lead you to do this and all that good stuff?
Yeah, so I was in corporate America for marketing and sales for about 10 years. Mm-hmm. And I've always had a passion for health and wellness, for food, and in general.
Well, who doesn't love food, right?
And so when COVID happened, that was really the propeller for me, was to like, okay, I got to do something that I'm passionate about. And yeah, that's how Dope Vegan was born.
Okay, so how did you go about doing that? What kind of research? How did God open the doors that you needed to be open in order for you to make it come to fruition, excuse me. Because as an entrepreneur, you have to be driven.
Yes,
You're
you
the
do.
one that drives yourself out of bed every day, who sits down and creates that opportunity, but also having God as your director,
Yes.
right, of your steps.
Absolutely.
So tell us what that process was.
So the process looked like, basically, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. My dad owns a lawn service business.
You can plug him.
Nain's Lawn Service. And so I remember as a child just watching him be so determined.
Right.
He would go out with 100 business cards, and that didn't necessarily mean 100 customers.
No, it's a numbers game, people.
Yes.
Let me tell you, you have to hand out a lot of cards in order to get business.
He did, and so he would hand them out, and some days he would get 2, some days. But it was just a perseverance for me that really was something that I knew one day I wanted to be like him.
Yeah.
And so, you know, obviously career driven, you have to have an income. I went into marketing and sales, but in the back of my mind, I always knew, one, what was my passion. I loved food. I loved cooking with my mom and all of that. And two, at the end of the day, like, I knew I wanted to go for it.
Well, and that's the thing as an entrepreneur, and that's the thing, you guys, it's not an easy path, and you hit a lot of obstacles, and I can speak to that over the years, how difficult it is to be an entrepreneur. So your spirit that your dad put in you, and seeing how hard he worked to build his lawn service, you applied to Dope Vegan.
Absolutely.
And you have a business partner, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and her name is
Her name is Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
I love that name. It's such a beautiful
We
name.
started the business. There were days where we had literally in 8 hours, maybe one customer.
Okay, so wait a minute. Now let's share with them. This is literally a food truck.
It's a food
And so
trailer,
you would go
yes.
to a location and put your truck
Yes. So
in
we would
park, right? Talk.
So we had days where we would go, before we found our permanent
Right.
location, we would go to areas and just promote on social media, and we would just have like one customer. And there were so many days that we wanted to give up. I mean,
yeah.
It was like, I'm
You
like,
feel
God,
beaten up, right?
I
You
don't
do
know.
all this work, and it's like, oh my God, I sold one hamburger,
I remember.
or one supposedly chicken
Yes.
sandwich, you know, and that's that. I think that the perseverance of an entrepreneur that builds character.
Absolutely.
Because it beats you up and spits you out, but yet you get up the next day and you do the
You
same
keep
thing.
going.
So continue.
Yeah, you have to keep going. And it also builds this like fortress in you, like I can do anything through
Yeah.
Christ, you know.
Right.
There were days where I'm like, okay, God, you're the one that gave me this passion,
That's
gave me this
right.
opportunity. You know, it's on you. You know, I just need to show up. I need to do my best,
Right.
and you will work it out. And slowly, you know, we went from 1 to 20 to 60 to 100.
Oh, that's
and
so
it's
awesome.
like, you know, and I'm still in awe every single day, like how we got from there to here.
Yeah.
But I just say glory to God. He has just
Yeah.
been. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm getting emotional.
No, you're
It's been
fine.
so good.
Oh, girl, I so get that. I mean,
Yeah.
because it's your heart, and
Yes.
it's something when God places it in your heart. Believe me, I so understand that because I'm an entrepreneur, and it's not easy.
No.
And when you have such a passion to do what you do, you know, it's like, and then to see it come to fruition.
Yes.
So they're showing pictures. Oh, you're here. Sorry, little mic problem there, you guys. They're showing pictures. So now we're going to your actual location.
Yes.
So talk about that and what your dad did for you and
goodness.
how that all came to be. So you found a permanent
Yes.
location. How long did that take you to get that permanent location?
So it took us about a year
That's
to
not
find
bad.
no, not bad at all. And it was actually through a friend of ours that said, "Hey, there's a place that I want to connect you with." And we went and looked at the area. And when we went, it was rocks. There was just like
Nothing there.
there. I wish there was
Just
a picture.
rocks,
It
man.
was rocks. And then I remember saying to my dad, I was like, "Okay, well, how are we going to do it?" And he said to me, "You want it?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "We're going to do it."
Oh, I love Dad. You know, that's the best thing when you have that support from your spouse, your
Yes.
dad. You know, that encourages you to keep moving forward. So okay. So now where's this location?
So it's in West Palm Beach. It's on Military and Southern. And so it was just rocks. And then my dad being a landscaper,
Love it.
it's just,
You gotta love that.
he
That all
was
works.
just like, okay, let's put some flowers and let's put some faux grass, and the rest was history. It's, you know, he said, build it and they will come.
There you go. And they do, and they
did.
continue to do
Yes,
that,
they
right?
do. Yes,
That's
they have.
amazing.
It's, like I said, it's really surreal.
So you create all these recipes
Yes.
in your kitchen first before you send them out into your food truck, your restaurant, because that's really your restaurant.
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is. It
Yes, it
is.
may be a
mobile
it's
kitchen.
a mobile kitchen, but still, you have to create these recipes. And I know Richard and I had it at that conference, and we thought it was excellent.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So talk about how you create those recipes and what the process goes into that.
Yeah, so as a person that's on a plant-based lifestyle for many years,
Okay.
I've never been really able to find flavorful vegan options. You know, especially just going to restaurants, trying to figure it out. So one of my goals was to like, okay, how can I incorporate my Caribbean, I'm Jamaican.
Yeah.
How can I incorporate our flavors into just the different cuisines? And so me and my sister was diagnosed with lupus. She's the reason why I really
there you
became
go.
plant-based.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. So she has lupus or had it. And one of the things for her was to go vegan. And by going vegan, she realized that a lot of her symptoms of the
Because
disease.
of the additives and garbage they put in our food.
Yes.
Hello.
She went into remission.
Oh, thank
So
God.
with that,
Praise
I'm
God.
like, okay, this is a thing.
Hello, there is a thing.
Yeah.
It is a thing. It's sad. The food is making you sick. And so that is so incredible. So, okay, so you're in your kitchen. And you're like, okay, now what?
Yes, and now me and my sister coming up with these ideas, and we sat on it for a while because
sure.
obviously, but when we had the opportunity to create the business, that was when I knew, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it, one, because I'm passionate about food,
Right.
and two, we're gonna do a good burger. I absolutely love burgers. As a kid coming home from school, that was one of the things that
Yeah.
I wanted. So yeah, that's how it was.
Okay,
started.
so the burger, the other thing that we had was that sauce. Personally, I didn't get enough sauce because I love sauce. I love sauce. So I like, I'm Italian, so I like a lot of tomato sauce with my everything
Sounds
that I
really
have,
good,
so I can sop it up with bread. That's just
We
a thing.
get it.
So tell us about the sauce that you created to go with your burgers.
Yeah, so it's called the dope sauce.
I love that. It's dope.
It's the
It
dope
is.
sauce, and it's just a combination of all the things that your childhood mind goes to: mayo, ketchup, relish,
Right.
all in our combination, and we put it on our burgers. Like,
But it's also vegan.
it is
correct?
vegan. It's
Okay,
vegan
'cause-
mayo.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
completely.
everything's
100%
vegan,
plant-based.
So you can go there and not feel guilty that you're having
No,
a burger.
not at all.
But it's a vegan burger.
And you don't have to be vegan to eat vegan.
Well,
That's
this
one
is
of
true.
our things. Yes.
I know. I always try and get my husband to eat healthier.
Yeah, because sometimes people hear vegan and they think, I've
Right.
had that.
I'm sure.
And then once they try it, they're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know it could taste this good. I'm like, yeah, because we've evolved from what it
Right.
was to what it is
Right,
now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with the recipe though? Did you just do trial and error until you felt like, okay, this is good, and then from that, did you like do a taste test with your family and friends
Yeah.
to see if that's what you would put on the menu? How do you do that?
Yeah, so the seasoning blend is inspired from my culture. So a lot of spices.
I love spices.
You got some paprika, you got some garlic, just a combination of that. And then we actually did a focus group.
Awesome.
Yes, from my marketing background.
Of
You got to do a little.
No,
we did a
but
focus
that's
group.
so smart. I mean, that really is a smart way to do it, to get the
Yeah.
feedback.
Exactly.
And you want honest feedback, because you know what? Not being honest with an entrepreneur, it's going to hurt them.
Yes, it will.
And being honest can also hurt them, but that's okay, because we have thick skin.
You have to.
Because
Yeah, we have to. We have to. I mean, we started when we had the recipe concept. We did a pop-up shop. So before we even purchased the food trailer, we did a pop-up at a friend of mine's restaurant.
Okay.
And so every Saturday and Sunday, we would go and invite few people and.
See, that is so smart. So all of you entrepreneurs, this is what you need to do. You want to really make sure that you have number one, a viable product, and that people want it.
Yes.
And that was so smart on your respect and the background that you have, And also with your dad, and just knowing that you have to persevere.
Yes, you do.
You know, no matter what. And once you know that you have a viable product and you've got the love and perseverance, then you move forward with that. So, okay, so you did the weekend at your friend's restaurant, and then what happened?
So we did the weekend at my friend's restaurant, and then we decided to, in that season, we were building the food trailer. So, you know, I had to figure out capital, how I was going to come up with that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, because you know what, that's something that you have to think about when it's your business.
Yes.
Yeah, where does the capital come from? How did that
well,
happen?
we took out a loan for the business.
Okay.
And
did you do an SBA loan?
No, it was like against a personal.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
So we did a loan, gained the capital, build the food trailer into something that we knew was gonna be, you know, meet our needs, and then we found a place for it. And that's, like I said, there were days where we had no customers, but we knew we had to keep going.
Yeah,
despite
you do. You have no choice.
Was no choice. I remember sitting in the, you know, because there were days when it was just me alone in the trailer working it. That's before I had staff. And I remember one day putting my hand out like this, and I was like, God, if you could hold my hand, because honestly, I don't know if I made the right decision. Right. And I just remember like a piece that came over me that says, if it wasn't the right decision, you wouldn't have gone this far.
Oh, you just gave me the chills, girl, because let me tell you, I remember like sitting in my living room and feeling like I kept hitting brick walls. And I'm like, Lord, you know, I did the same thing. Am I doing the right thing?
Yeah.
You know, you gave me this idea, you gave me this gift.
Yeah.
You know, but yet I keep hitting walls. And I know there were times where I would just cry. You know, and I'm like, Lord, Lord, this is not an easy journey. And it's not supposed to be easy, right?
It's not. I mean, sometimes I say I want it to be, but I think with it not being easy, you understand, you appreciate it more. You appreciate it. When I see the customers come, I'm so excited. I'm like, you know, welcome to Dope Vegan. Right. I'm so happy to have you. And I feel that sense of love translate to the food, and it also translates to the customer feeling like a part of our family.
Absolutely. See, and that's key. I think that is so important that you said that, because you know what? There are so many restaurants out there. It's ridiculous. And it's so difficult to, you know, you can have a really good product and not make it.
Yes.
But if you can connect with your customers and make them feel like family, they're going to go back.
They will,
right?
They will, and they will refer, and they will. We have a cell phone that we save their numbers in, and so when they call, we're like, "Hi, Melissa. Hi, Mel," because that was just, for me, my experience in restaurants. A lot of times, I found that I was just a number.
Of course, it's like move the table.
Yes, and I was like, when I have an opportunity, one, I'm gonna do it right, and I want people to feel how I want to be treated. You
know what? I have to share a little story. My husband and I and another couple went to this restaurant. I won't name the name. It's in Delray Beach, very high end, and they brought the food out very late. And then they came over. Okay, they came over and said, "Oh, we need you to move. We need you to check out." You know, they gave us the bill.
Okay.
And I looked at them and I said, "Excuse me, because I am sorry." I called them out. I said, "You're the ones who made us wait for the food. So we are going to take our time." And we never went back. I will never, and the food was excellent, but we will never go back because of that experience. So that's what I mean. When you can connect with your customers and stay in contact with them and invite them. Do you ever do like an anniversary party and invite your customers to come in?
The first year we did. We also have little events throughout the year.
Do you? Talk about those.
Yeah, so we've had, a few months ago, we had an event with Yelp, Palm Beach, and we invited elite customers from Yelp, as well as some of our customers that we call them the OG. They've been with us since day one, since the pop-up shop days. And we'll just give free food and just give back to them for supporting us thus far.
Yeah, that's so smart. Because I was going to ask you if you did events throughout, just kind
We
of
do.
like customer appreciation. Do you guys also sell gift cards and that kind of stuff? Not yet. Not
Yeah,
yet.
That's an idea.
That's coming.
That's coming.
That
But
would
yeah.
be, a good idea, especially with the holidays coming up.
No, that's a good idea, actually. Yeah.
You could, but you know what you could do? Just create a gift certificate
And just
and sell it like that. You
Yeah.
don't need to, you know what? Because there's fees involved with that. And I'm all about, not having to pay a lot of fees, because that's a cost.
Yes.
So print
a
up
lot of
an old style gift certificate,
And then-
right? And then you could sell them that
that's
way.
a great idea, actually. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. But no, I mean, because look, I was a single entrepreneur well, I still am, but but I always wanted to do things which were doing it elegantly.
Yes, that's
But
the
also
thing.
giving back in a way and giving an opportunity for them to purchase for the next time.
Next time.
And that's a great way to spread the word of who you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all your people, maybe you do like buy, two $50 gift certificates and get a $5
No,
gift
that's-
certificate. Something like that
No. Mm-hmm.
that you can have fun with and send to all your people who are your loyal customers.
that's a great
Because that's
idea,
what
Dawn.
you have to do, is you have to
You
build
have
that
to sell.
base.
Yeah, you have to.
And it's
you-
a constant.
You got to keep going. There's days where if I don't have the energy, I give myself a pep talk. I'm like,
I
okay,
know.
Rhona, like you
I
have
always
to do
pray.
it.
I'm like, Lord, I have no energy. I didn't sleep last night. You gotta fill me up,
Fill me up
so that I
yes.
can come across as like, I want to be here.
Yes, I agree, and I want to pour over. We actually recently put a prayer box at the front of our.
I love that.
Oh my
I
goodness.
love that.
But
Oh my
that
gosh.
was a year of God speaking to me saying, Rhona, do it. And I just was like, I don't really want to do it, God, because
Once you do that, you have to be praying.
but also I didn't want people who aren't Christians to feel away when they come into the.
Sure,
'cause it's-
but I have to tell you, I have a very dear friend who's sitting in the audience, and she is not Christian, she's Jewish, and I pray with her in Jesus' name. She knows that's how I pray, and we are very close friends, and she is an amazing woman, and I'm blessed to call her my friend. So you can do it in a way where it's not offensive, and let people know, look, this is who I pray to, and I love you, and I want to pray for you and with you, if that's okay.
Yes.
They can say no. I don't think I've ever had a person say no to me.
Wow.
Actually, there was one. And that's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's like, you know what? I don't want to push
Yes.
my faith on people, but I will tell you about my Savior.
Absolutely. And
You
I
know?
realized that it's been about, I'd say, like 2 months since we've had the box. And I go and I see cards. And I'm like, okay, there are people actually, they're filling it out. And it's just so special to like see the prayer requests. It's just from the simplest to the most. And I'm like, just being obedient.
Right.
And
that's key,
the part.
But that's all part of being a Christian. It's also a part of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's being obedient to the vision that God gave you, right? And following through those next steps,
Yes.
whatever they may look like, because it's not easy. Because how do you make payroll if you don't have any money, right?
That part.
Those, see, that's the thing. It's like as an entrepreneur, you have to stay within budget of what's
do.
coming in. You have to pay your bills so you can stay
have to
open.
pay people.
You have to pay people.
Yeah.
But it gives. There's so many tools that you have to have to be an entrepreneur.
But you know what, Dawn? There's days where I'll be home on a Monday and I'm with my daughter or I'm with my husband and I'm cooking and I'm like, thank God that I have these moments.
Right.
Even though the journey of being an entrepreneur is so stressful, there's sometimes I wake up in the morning, I look at the bank account, I'm like, okay, we can buy groceries today. We can get groceries today.
I know.
It's just those moments where I can be with my daughter and help her with projects
Right.
on a Monday.
Because Right, you have that
I have that
flexibility.
flexibility, and for that, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I know. Well, and that's the wonderful gift
Yeah.
of entrepreneurship, right? So how you're open Monday through Friday, Monday through
We're
Saturday? What are your
open
hours?
Wednesday through Saturday.
Wednesday through Saturday.
Yes.
What are the times?
Wednesdays and Thursdays, 11:30 to 7.
Okay.
On Fridays, 11:30 to 8, and then Saturdays, 11:30 to 9.
Wow.
So it goes up an hour.
Well, I like that because you will definitely have time with your family. You
Yes.
know. Well, listen. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Rhona Garage Door Sales now offers you a difference with the LiftMaster Secure View Ultra Quiet Smart Opener with camera, LED 360-degree lighting, and battery backup. Built-in camera adds video and two-way audio communication to the MyQ app. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage anytime, anywhere from your smartphone. Schedule today at Broten.com.
Just simply call Broten. We open doors for you.
Tavilla Properties, located at 11471 West Sample Road, Suite 17, located in Coral Springs, Florida, for all your commercial needs. Call Jan at 954-341-1632. That's 954-341-1632, or visit www.tavilla.properties.com. Welcome back to Faith Stories. If you have any prayer requests, please email me at faithstorieswithdawn@gmail.com. That's faithstorieswithdawn@gmail.com. And welcome back. Okay, Rhona,
Okay.
let's wrap this baby up. It goes fast, right?
Yes, it does.
was like, what?
It's
Wait,
fun.
what?
Thanks for having me.
Of course, and you can come back anytime. She
thank
forgot to
you.
bring samples,
I
so
know.
I asked her to come back with food next time.
Yes, I'll have to.
So share you got a couple minutes, share a little bit about, just what's on your heart and,
Yeah.
the location again, because we want people to remember that it's on Military and Southern,
Yes.
and you can share more detail about that.
Yes, so we're on Military and Southern in West Palm Beach, Florida. We're open Wednesday through Saturday, and just wanted to share to any aspiring entrepreneur, just to go for it. It's all about getting out of your head.
That is such a valid point, let me tell you.
And being passionate about it and just trusting God. I believe that we only have one life.
Yeah.
And it's either now or never. So go for it and live your dreams.
And what is the phone number that they can call?
Yes, so you can call us 561-788-5139, or you can on all social media.
There you go.
At Eat Dope Vegan. So at Eat Dope Vegan in Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
That's awesome. And so, every once in a while it just flies right out of my head, you guys. Okay, so Dope Vegan, Military, and Southern.
Yeah.
Is it near something like identifiable?
It is. So it's across the street from Dawn Cafe. Dawn Cafe.
Dawn Cafe.
Yes, it's
Like
Dawn Cafe has been there for
like
many
me,
years.
but no. Dawn?
No,
D-O-N?
Dawn.
Dawn.
D-O-N.
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 Okay, not Dawn.
Not Dawn.
I know.
Dawn
Okay.
Cafe, yes.
Oh, that's so funny. All right, you guys, listen, thank you so much for joining us this week. I want to remind you that we are live every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. My guest next week is Dr. Mark Aducci, and he was born with I don't want to say a defect, but a disease that he had that he ended up getting cured. He's an amazing man that I met recently, and I look forward to having him on. And don't forget to like, share, go on social media. We have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and we're adding our own YouTube channel as well as True Social. So we're getting out there. I am not a social media person, but hey, I'm so thankful I have my interns. I've got Claudia and I've got Caitlin, and actually Kennedy has been helping as well. So I thank you so much, and we'll see you next week at 3 o'clock. Take care and have a blessed week.
Thank you for watching Faith Stories, where you will hear stories of hope, faith, and love. Please join us next week, and remember, God meets you where you are, but doesn't leave you where you are.